How's it going, everyone? It's Nathan Hawken here. In this video, I'm talking about how you can move from just getting your paycheck, your weekly, your fortnightly, your monthly paycheck, and moving towards your purpose, moving towards something that fills you full of juice. Because you may have that nagging sensation or feeling that your work could mean more, or you could be doing something that really excites you, but right now you're not. When you're in a leadership position, for example, you may be doing some work, you may be collecting a really good paycheck. It might be like quite a significant one, but there comes a time where you yearn for more than just a paycheck. You're yearning for more than just getting the money. You may be doing well financially, you may be making good money, and it doesn't really matter the size of your paycheck anymore. It's gotten to a point where you just want more. Your work isn't fulfilling enough. You're missing something. You've got this yearning for just something more in your life, and you're not quite sure how to make that happen. It's not that your current role is bad. Like, you may not like your work at the moment, but you may actually enjoy it. You may be in a good position. You may be making a bit of a difference. It may be providing you with everything that you want, or almost everything that you want and everything that you need. But you realize that you just want something more that really resonates with your values, and it leaves more of a lasting impact in this world. That's one of the reasons why I do coaching myself. At the time of recording this video, I still work full time because I made a commitment to a company. I actually enjoy the work that I do, and I'm in a good position. But the reason why I coach is because that's what fills me full of juice. I love recording content because I love sharing my knowledge, and I hope it serves you in some way. But I love coaching. I love seeing people have transformations in front of me. I love helping people grow and reach their full potential and go and find the goal beyond their current goal. And no matter where you are right now, you might be searching for something that really contributes at a higher level and really gives you a greater sense of fulfillment. Now, that sense of fulfillment can come in many different forms. It might come in starting a new company that's very innovative, that's really going to produce something that serves humanity and society. Or maybe for you, it's just moving into a different role. It might even be in the same company. It might be in a different company, but maybe it's a role that's more people-centric. Maybe you've been behind the laptop too long, or the computer, and you're not really interacting with many people, and you're looking for something that actually makes a difference in people's lives through the company you work for. So you're searching for more of a people-centric role. Or maybe it's to step out and do your own business, start your own company. Maybe it's a more service-orientated business where you're actually maybe coaching, consulting, but you're interacting with people and you're doing something that you love to do, but it's on your own terms now. And you've stepped away from the 9 to 5. You've stepped away from being employed by someone else. The question is, how do you navigate this transition? Like, how do you really, first of all, think of the idea, take the steps, and then navigate to the point where it's just a paycheck into a more purpose-driven work? So in my years coaching high performers and leaders and business owners, entrepreneurs, even other coaches, I've seen countless professionals transform their careers from just being merely lucrative to a more impactful work that they do. So if this is really resonating with you, then you can use this roadmap, which I'm about to share with you, that will really help you transition from your paycheck into more of your purpose-driven work. So the first thing you need to do is you got to ignite your fire. You've got to forget about your surface level interest, because this is the time where we're really going to dive deep. And if you've been watching me for a while, I love diving deep because that's where the growth happens. And so you've got to ask yourself a series of questions to really start to ignite your fire, to really start to bring up that passion, to really help you find what it is that fills you full of juice. Because understanding what you want first is a key, because how are you going to move towards something that's more purpose-driven if you don't know what that thing is, if you don't know what you want? So grab a pen and paper and write down these questions, because these are the important ones to get you started. The first thing is, what do you love to do? What do you love to do? There is no limit to this. So start writing down, and just catch yourself if you start telling yourself why you can't do it. Don't worry about that. We're going to ignore that for now. We're just going to write this down. So what do you love to do? Start listing those things. What do you really love to do? Once you've got your list of the things that you love to do, ask yourself, what problem do you love to solve? What are problems that people have that you just love to solve for them? For me, it's coaching. The problem that my clients typically face is they want more time, they want more money, they want more freedom, and they don't want to be held back by their blind spots and limitations anymore. So I love helping people do that. That's why I do coaching. That's why I've got a coaching business. So what problem do you want to solve for people? Once you understand what you love to do, once you understand what problem that you want to solve, then you ask yourself this question: who do you want to serve powerfully? When you understand who you want to serve powerfully, then you can start to understand what type of role to move into. What type of people, if it's for your own business, what type of customers do you want to have? What type of people, if it's in a work setting, what type of clients do you want to serve powerfully for the company that you work for? You can start to see that these questions are bringing clarity to your future vision, to your purpose-driven work. Because your true passion often lies at the intersection of your skills and the world's needs. And this is what we're starting to uncover. And it's not about just what you're good at, but it's about the contribution that you want to make, even when things get tough. Once you've got all that detail down, then we move on to the next step, which is to measure your ripple effect. This is where you think big, but also be realistic. So start to think, are you aiming to transform your local community? Are you looking to reshape global systems? Are you looking just to help inspire people to break through their limitations? Well, what is it for you? So there's no right answer here, but clarity is crucial, because understanding the scope of your intended impact it'll help shape everything. It'll help shape your skill development, and it'll also help your networking strategy and other things in between. So we're really going for clarity here because it's a crucial part of discovering the type of impact you want to make and the purpose work that you really want to do. Once you've measured your ripple effect, then we have to create a blueprint for your evolution. And so this is the time where we start to get tactical, and we're mapping the gap between your current role and your current level and your impact goals and where you want to be. So the blueprint of your evolution is when you start thinking about, all right, do I need to level up my skills? Do you need to cultivate relationships in a new industry? So we're really starting to think about the what to do aspects of your blueprint there. We need to upskill, we need to cultivate relationships, we need to build a bigger network, we need to do all sorts of things. So this is where you're creating your concrete action plan. And it isn't a rigid script. It's not like, right, this is the plan and I have to stick to it every step of the way. This is more like a living strategy that will evolve over time as you evolve over time. Because if you think of it, the starting point. This is just to get you going and get you moving. But as you progress, as you grow, as you start to upskill, as you start to develop, new things will come into your awareness, new opportunities will emerge, new ways of thinking will come into it as well. So we have to factor that into the roadmap or the blueprint at that stage. And it's a living thing that evolves over time. And then the last thing we need to do, and I'm pretty sure you know what this is, but we've got to get moving, right? This is the time for you to get moving. So all the planning in the world means nothing unless you take this step. And we all know it before, action is the key to success. So to do this, we need to start small. We need to prevent any overwhelm kicking in, because once you look at your roadmap, you're like, oh, actually, that's a lot of stuff I need to do. That's a lot of upskilling. That's a lot of networking I need to do. It can become quite overwhelming. So we need to minimize that and mitigate it. And so to do that, we start small, but we also start now. So launch that podcast, reach out to that first client, pitch that innovative project at work. Look at areas that you can move into. Start researching different businesses you can get into that align with your first few questions where you are thinking about what you actually want and who you want to serve powerfully. So just begin, because each action, no matter how tiny, it builds momentum and it teaches invaluable lessons along the way. This journey isn't just about switching job titles. This isn't just about moving to a new company. This isn't just about even starting a business or your own company. It's about fundamentally realigning your professional life with your core values. And that's deep. It's challenging. It's often messy. It can be really provocative within yourself, but it's also profoundly rewarding when you are on path to your purpose-driven work and you're doing something that's really meaningful to you and you're really making a difference. I've guided leaders, CEOs, rising entrepreneurs, other coaches, and career changers through this process. And the common thread is that those who commit to this path, they never look back. So I challenge you, what's one audacious step that you can take this week towards a career of true impact? For me, the first step would be go through the roadmap, go through the blueprint I've just laid out. But what's one step for you? Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope it served you well, and I'll see you on the next one.